Hi everyone, welcome back to Heart to Mind Diaries. My name is Esmeralda, but you can call me Esme. So today's topic, we are talking about why I stayed longer than I should have. Have you ever found yourself thinking back at your past relationships and you ask yourself, why did I stay longer? Why did I put up with a lot? Because for me, the signs were there. They didn't suddenly appear at the end. They were present from the beginning. I just kept explaining them away. I ignored the red flags because I didn't want to believe them. I called disrespect a bad day. I called inconsistency being busy. I called silence needing space. I told myself love should be patient. I told myself love required understanding, but deep down I was slowly learning how to tolerate less. The truth is, I wasn't in love with who they were, I was in love with who they could be. I loved their potential, the version of them that I imagined, the version that existed more in my head than in reality. And that version kept me hopeful. Every small effort felt like progress, every apology felt like change, and every good moment made me forget the bad ones. I stayed because starting over felt terrifying. The idea of learning someone new, explaining my story again, opening my heart and risking disappointment all over. Staying felt familiar, even when it hurt. Sometimes we don't stay because we're weak, we stay because we're scared of the unknown, because loneliness feels louder than heartbreak, because walking away feels like admitting failure. And then there was hope. Hope is dangerous when it keeps you stuck. Hope that they would finally understand your worth. Hope that your love would be enough to change them. Hope that leaving too soon would mean giving up on something that could have worked. So I stayed. Longer than I should have. Long enough to start doubting myself. Long enough to confuse love with endurance. I lost parts of myself trying to keep them. Some days I became quieter, more understanding at my own expense. And the saddest part, I knew better. I felt it in my chest every time I cried alone. Every time I had to beg for the bare minimum. Every time I made excuses for a behavior that I would never accept from anyone else. Leaving wasn't easy, but staying was slowly breaking me. Walking away wasn't a sign that I had stopped loving them. It was a sign that I had finally started loving myself. And when I look back, I don't judge myself for staying. I understand her. She was trying to make this relationship or situationship work. She just didn't know better. Many of us stay longer than we should, not because we don't see the truth, we do see it actually, but because maybe we're hoping things will change. So in the comment section, guys, what made you stay longer than you should have? Or maybe you are in that situation where you're still staying and you really know very well, no, I'm putting up with a lot. What is your reasoning of staying? Because I might not understand your situation. Maybe you have kids, or maybe you are married and you're thinking, if I leave, who is going to take care of these kids? If I leave this marriage, divorce, that's embarrassing to my family, to myself. Where will I start? Where will I begin? So comment down below and let's talk. Share your thoughts, your experiences, or just a quiet hello in the comments. I promise I'll read every single one. Tune in every day on Heart or Mind Diaries, and let's continue exploring these stories together.